Hey, everybody, it's time to swing with Still Swinging. And I'm your host, Thomas. In the day family, we got my girl, Ask Ashley. Ask Ashley got a program on YouTube, Fair Use, Fair Use. Listen, fellas, if you're not subscribed, make sure you become a subscriber. Smash that like button, because y'all know I be bringing it. In this episode of Ask Ashley, this young lady is living in a homeless shelter, because y'all know I ain't seen much of it. But as far as I got, she in a homeless shelter. She a single mom and she looking to date. Look, fellas, let's take this journey with Ask Ashley and I give my assessment along the way.
Where the music isn't playing.
Ashley can't go somewhere else. That's my whole situation. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
But good afternoon, Ashley. Thank you
Hi,
so much
welcome
for taking
in.
my call.
Yes. And let me ask you this first. Do you consent to be on a live and potentially all platforms?
Absolutely, I do.
All right. What brings you up?
Okay, so my situation is a little. I'm sorry, my heart just started beating really fast. I'm a homeless first-time single mom. I am 32 years old. I waited about 10 years to have my first child. Didn't think I would ever have one, so it was a blessing. But I feel like it's been draining at the same time. I don't want to call it a curse because.
Pause for the cause. She said she waited 10 years to have her first child. What does that even mean, fellas? What could that even possibly mean? I don't know, boys.
Have one. So it was a blessing, but I feel like it's been draining at the same time. I don't want to call it a curse because now I'm just going through a bunch of trials and tribulations that no one ever prepared me for. I prepared myself to never get into this situation, but never say never. I'm a boss babe, have my college degree, always been, taking care of myself. But once I reached my 30s, I kind of gave up on love. I had high standards, but I also gave a lot of people chances. One person, of course, caught me in particular. He already had a child before me. So that was probably a red flag. But, at that point, I was just like, I didn't care. I just want love. So I got trapped into that situation. And now I'm a single mom and I am homeless. I am getting.
Okay, fellas, let's unpack this so far. All right. She a college graduate with a college degree. She a boss babe living in a homeless shelter. She in her mid-30s. She a single mom. She been giving guys chances, even though she got her standards. One of the guys trapped her baby daddy. Now she a victim. And she living in a homeless shelter. Fellas, let me explain to you how she got to the homeless shelter. Growing up, right where I'm from, the ladies learn how to use the system early. All right, she learned how to use the system. She know exactly how to use the system. This baby will get her free housing quick. Checking into that homeless shelter, going to get her housing fast. All right, they gonna get her housing with priority because she in the homeless shelter. All right, and she know this. So, see, men don't have this privilege, ladies. They can't just take their problems that they done screwed their life up, walk into an office and get taken care of. Men gotta be realistic all the time because that's not a man's reality. See, a man wouldn't get taken care of. They wouldn't give a damn what's gonna happen to him. You see, but this lady, she got a different outcome with all her mistakes and failures. People come to her rescue. That's how she get to live in fantasy land. That's how she get to live in fantasy land because she protected. See, all this protection that men provide for her. All right. But listen to her. Listen to her. She trying to scheme. I see her play already. You in the homeless shelter. You don't have nothing to offer, man. You can't offer him much at all, except you need a savior. Somebody to come and save you. What better way? Turn herself into a victim. She ain't no victim. Fella, she couldn't make this baby make that dude serious about her. Some dude who was never serious about her. And she knew this. All right. That's how it is when they get in their 30s. All right. And they feel like they running out of time. They try to force what they going through on other people, mainly men. All right. And She gonna find some dude she think attractive and loose, find one that's loose with his seed. All right, but he never gave her no idea he was gonna be a part of this with her. All right, this was some stuff she made up on her own. I'm guaranteeing you.
I'm getting my stuff back together though, one day at a time.
And when you say homeless, Nicole, I'm assuming, but you're in a shelter or something
Absolutely.
right now?
I'm in a
Okay,
shelter.
okay, yes, okay.
Yes. So I am getting my stuff back together one day at a time. I am now on, don't want to promote myself at all because this is your platform, but I'm using TikTok as therapy to kind of get my pink back, as they say.
Okay.
But right now I am really, I guess, in the mindset.
Baby girl, TikTok ain't no damn therapy. See, she'll go on TikTok and then tell you she been to therapy, and then in 5 minutes she'll be telling you she healed. All right, she had been to therapy because listen, it's whatever she say it is, not what it is, because they can live in fantasy land like this, fellas, and that's why. All right, she can make up these stories. She could tell this lady these stories, and this lady will never hold her accountable. She got an audience of people who heart go out to her and just watch her. There are a bunch of women like her who dream and dreaming and dreamland. And they think that means men silly and men need to come and save her. And men ain't gonna be paying her no mind. And the kind of men who are gonna be paying her mind, look for these kind of men to be looking to take advantage of her. And she having something else to complain about.
But right now I am really, I guess, in the mindset. I probably shouldn't be in this mindset of trying to date, but I don't know how else to get out of my mind of not trying to, go back to that person that clearly doesn't care about me or our child. You know what I mean? So I guess I'm looking for advice in terms of anyone that's a first time mom or a single mom that's just ready to.
What I tell you, fellas, and that guy never had no interest in her, and she knew it, and she couldn't use that baby to force him. Now he done something to her. All right, listen. Now, since she couldn't make him, she need to be able to see if she can sink your teeth in you and make you feel like you need to do it. All right, with these tactics right here, this shaming and that she is victim. All right, she want to gaslight people into doing stuff for her. All right, baby girl, you blazing the trail to be the wrong kind of woman. I'm telling you, baby girl, you need to rethink this.
Mom or a single mom that's just ready to really get back out there and date.
But I think before we even date, I would want you to get your priorities together. That's what I want you to get together. I want everything to be in order, like basic things. Like you said, right now, you're in a shelter, so that's a transitional home for you. You know, and I'm sure they're going to put you in your first home, which is good,
Yes.
So once you get into your home, you get grounded, you start making.
Fella, she in a homeless shelter talking about she trying to date. She ain't even got a babysitter. Okay, did you see that big smile on her face when Ashley said they gonna provide you housing? She said yes, yes. Okay, because that's why she checked into the homeless shelter. She know that's the fastest way to get housing. They know how to use the system, all of it, all of it. All right, trust me, fellas.
Grounded, you start making a little bit of income. I'm sure they'll help you with a job. Then we could think about dating and things like that. But right now, it should just be the focus should be you and baby, which I'm sure it has been.
Yes.
That can be a lot because it's like, okay, what about me? I get that. Like you were a woman before you had your baby, and maybe that's what you're also feeling. Like, man, everything has changed.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And are you also creating income? Because I know even there's a girl, she went viral on here. Her name is Khalees, and she was in a shelter temporarily. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that content creator.
I am not. I've only been on the platform for almost a month now. No, actually a little bit over a month now. I've created great traction with my content because I'm just being my authentic self. But that's not really my goal, right? So in terms of,
First of all, baby girl, you see how you just shoot from the hip and you talking to a content creator. You ain't been on no platform for no month and generating no traction already. That's not how this work because you ain't no goddamn celebrity. You ain't nobody. All right, that ain't nothing how platforms work. You ain't generating no traction in almost a month. Okay, listen, baby girl, you either strikingly beautiful, you got a seriously original story, or you famous, and you ain't none of the three. You ain't none of the three. You capping. All right. Listen, you doing bad. You down bad, and you here looking for somebody to save you.
content because I'm just being my authentic self.
Okay.
But that's not really my goal, right? So in terms of, priorities, you are right. I wouldn't come on here if I didn't have my priorities set, number one. So I am in the process of actually getting out of here. We did get approved for our first apartment. It was through New York City Lottery because I am in New York too. So I'm super excited about that. And I used to be a property manager, so it's kind of crazy how I couldn't even help myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and let me also say this, Nicola. When I say get your priorities together, that's not me coming for you. It's the only reason I said that, and I'm not aware of what you have going on, right? The only reason I said that is because you said you were talking about dating. So that's why I mentioned it. I said maybe when you get in your first apartment.
Damn, my bad, fellas. Ashley greasy as a pork chop, ain't she? She trying to deep fry some chicken on her chest. Ashley, cut that out. I don't know. You look greasy as I don't know.
And I used to be a property manager, so it's kind of crazy how I couldn't even help myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and let me also say this, Nicola. When I say get your priorities together, that's not me coming for you. It's the only reason I said that, and I'm not aware of what you have going on, right? The only reason I said that is because you said you were talking about dating. So that's why I mentioned it. I said maybe when you get in your first apartment first, right? You get settled in, you have some sort of income coming in, then you should consider, okay, maybe I'll start dating it again. That's what I mean by getting your priorities straight. Just so I'm not coming for you or anything like that. I just wanted to say that.
Yes, of course. Yeah, I definitely didn't get that energy from you. But of course, because I wouldn't join the live if I felt like someone was going to, attack me in that way. Because I'm already vulnerable. You know what I mean? I wouldn't put myself in that situation again. I guess, I guess what you're saying is just that I feel like I've been so closed off because before my baby, like, he arrived out of nowhere. So I was already so closed off and now just been stuck in this same time. I feel like for so long, for the past 2 years, really. A year of pregnancy then.
See, she ain't hearing nothing Ashley said. You see this special victims unit she joined a long time ago because, bro, listen, where I'm from, bro, they all special victims. That's what you're going to get. That's why you can't invest nothing in it. She going to throw it all away and turn straight into a special victim. All right? She a professional victim. Somebody done something to her. Bro, she turned her life into a disaster. And she can't look herself in the mirror and woman up. Okay, it always gotta be somebody done something to her. All right, she can't hear nothing Ashley said because this victim story should be a justification why she should be able to be here and still deserve herself a good man. All right, you shouldn't pay no attention to her condition because this her person guy that y'all keep telling her about wouldn't pay no attention to her conditions. He wouldn't know she just looking for somebody to save her. He wouldn't know she just a scheming little brat. All right, this her person guy. This her person guy that y'all keep telling her about wouldn't care about none of this. All right, y'all keep her dreaming and she don't talk to men. Y'all scared of the death from having her talk to men. You know why? Because men gonna tell her ain't nobody coming to save her. You gonna listen to these crazy stories and all this victimology she got down pat. All right, this special victims unit she learned to join from her mama. All right, she a pro. She know exactly how to do this. But see, us as men, we see this all the time. We seen it before. Everything we ducking. All right, everything we ducking. Baby daddy seen it immediately. She desperate. She in her 30s. She looking for some dude to latch on to. Some dude who got something she liked. She thought he was cute. All right. Hang around him. At the time, she probably was having a job. All right. And he don't need nothing much. Boom, she get pregnant. Now she needs stuff from him. And he ain't been giving her nothing. He ain't been paying her no mind. Now she demand that he pay her some attention. Fellas, that's how this go. All right, that's how this go. I seen it. I've been seeing it with my own eyes. And then when she can't force him, she turn into a victim. And she come to everybody with her side of the story. This side of the story that make her a special victim. When she know good and well, she ain't no victim.
Long for the past 2 years, really. A year of pregnancy, then my son just turned 1. So I really haven't done I haven't gone out, I haven't done anything. 2 years, it feels weird. So it's like I'm itching to get back out there. You know what I mean? While I'm just looking for a good distraction, I guess what I'm saying, while things are moving, because right now my baby father is like slowly creeping back in, and it's giving me like heart pain
Why can't
because
you
I'm
just
like, I
say
don't.
no? If it's not about the baby, why can't you say no? Like, I'm not here to be, I don't want a romantic connection, but if it is about our son, then yes, we can talk. But outside of that, it's a no.
Because he doesn't see it that.
Fellas, her baby daddy trying to creep back in just mean he been smashing her lately. Not that he been paying her no mind, but you know what I'm saying? That thing in his draws that attention. All right, and she easy. All right, ain't gonna cost him nothing. All right, all he gotta do is pay us some mind. All right, but then she get it turned into a handful real quick on him, and he beat it again. All right, and she can't count on him. No, she ain't never gonna be able to count on him. No, she ain't never been able to count on him. All right, but as he the one that'll pay us some mind, and you see she looking for something, anything, any ray of hope that look like a man. All right, to come and save her. All right, so she here telling you this story like you're not listening, and you can't see this a scheme of hers. All right, this that manipulation she got going on, and this lady will sit there and listen to this manipulation and won't call her out on it, because in this lady mind, her victim story should be good enough for you to shut up, and her explanation should be a good enough explanation to justify why she should be here and okay for her to look for a good man. All right, and the sisterhood and the women's code, you can never tell her she don't deserve a good man, no matter what condition she is.
Outside of that, it's a no.
Because he doesn't see it that way, and he's very controlling and manipulative, and it's just that's just how it's been. I just got the raw end of the stick when it came to him and his child. So in terms of him being involved, which is, I guess,
what about his family? Is his family helping? His mother, his grandmothers, the aunt?
no, they're not involved. I think because the same situation happened with his first baby mother. And then I came along literally 5 years later, and they're like, oh, the same thing is happening again. I think they basically gave up because he's a grown man. He's 30. Yes, he's 2 years younger than me, but he's a grown.
So you wasn't a child, baby girl. You was in your 30s. Okay, this man already had a child that he wasn't paying no mind. And now you surprised that he ain't paying neither one of y'all children no mind. Neither both of you ladies got a baby with this guy who don't pay the kids no mind. All right, so you knew this man already had a child that he wasn't paying no mind. Then you came along and decided to be the second one. All right, no, he was cute. You was there because you wanted to be. You wasn't giving them a chance. It's not like you had a better option and you chose the lesser option. No, that's not what happened. He was the only option available to you that you liked. You liked that option. He was cute. All right. All right. So you took the best option that was available, and now you're a victim. All right, because trust me, baby girl, there was other men that you could have chose. All right, we know he ain't the only man you could have chose. All right, he was the one that was cute. He was the one that wasn't paying you no mind. He was the one that you thought you had to bring under control. And when you see you ain't got no way of making him, forcing him, and you really don't have no damn control, now you a victim.
And he's 30. Yes, he's 2 years younger than me, but he's a grown man that's already had a child, that already has another baby mother, and so I think they just gave up on him, and they see it as, if you're not gonna push forward and take care of your child, then we're not gonna step in, because they already did that the first time, unfortunately. So
okay, so it sounds like he needs time too. It sounds like it just sounds like a situation. If you try to bring him in for the child, it's gonna cause argument because he wants to be intimate with you. Yes. He wants to stay over. So maybe he needs a little time out. That's what I'm feeling. If it gets to a point where you feel like you can't even be in the same space because he may get violent or aggressive, then that's not someone you need to be around with, especially with your child.
Thing, Ashley. I've already broke the no contact rule, because I went no contact with him because it was the other way around. I couldn't be in the room with him without getting violent. It got to the point where I couldn't take it anymore, because it's day in and day out. I am the one taking care of our baby, and all I hear is excuses. And when I call you, you're out partying or you're doing something. You know what I mean? So it's like, this is all in my face, and then we got into this situation 4 months.
Fellas, this guy didn't turn into that. He been that way from minute one. He never paid that much mind, except when he needed it. He came and got you out the street whenever he needed you. All right. And he sent you back on your way when he was done with you. And you knew that was the situation, but you thought you could use this baby to force him. And you can't make nobody do nothing, baby girl.
Are you doing something? You know what I mean? So it's like, this is all in my face, and then we got into this situation 4 months ago, being homeless. And unfortunately, we ended up being homeless literally like 10 minutes away from him. And nothing has changed. So now it's like, it was easier dealing with this entire situation when I wasn't in the same borough as him. But now that I'm in the same borough as him, very close to him, it's very hard to ignore, him and his actions. And I guess.
No, you brought that box close to him. All right, you brought that box right close to him. All right, you brought that box 10 minutes away, huh? Now you got access to it. That's all you did. You ain't gonna get nothing else. You ain't gonna get nothing more than you've been getting. All right, trust me. You checked into the homeless shelter in his area. Hopefully they'll find you housing in his area. All right, to make it more accessible for him to come and beat that. You ain't no victim, girl. You ain't. This is a scheme of hers. And you see how this young lady, Ashley, sit here and listen to her. Don't call her out on it. That's why she think she should be able to come and tell it to you. And you shouldn't say nothing to her about it. And if you say something to her about it, she'll get upset because Ashley listened to it. Ashley looked like she went for it. Why can't you? Okay, everybody. And we back swinging. We're still swinging. And I'm your host, Thomas. And we moving it right along, family. We got my girl, Ask Ashley. Ask Ashley got a program on YouTube. Fair use. Fellas, smash that like button. If you ain't subscribed, make sure you become a subscriber because y'all know I be bringing it. In this episode of Ask Ashley, this young lady right here, she messing with some dude in jail. And from the little bit I got, she really liked this dude, and she want to get serious about him. And Ashley giving her assessment, and I'm gonna give my assessment along the way. So let's just take this journey with Ashley, fellas.
Much better now.
Okay, let me ask you this first. So you consent to be on a live and potentially all platforms?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, how are you? How's the life, beauty?
Life is lifing, as always. I always got some type of drama going on, but things are looking around. I done lost the pants size.
Oh, excuse me. Congrats.
Yeah. Your girl is in a large now. Let me show you. I'm in a good large now.
Okay, congrats.
Yeah. So really happy about that. This is my new everyday little makeup.
I was like, hold on, she got on a little shadow, a little liner, a little lip, a little glow on the cheek pop. Okay, Ariane.
Yeah, my hair is getting done because I'm going to Mexico this week. So.
Oh, that's right. You did tell us like a couple of months. Wow, time flew.
Yes. But I really wanted to tell you about. I've been in the line for a little bit, and you've been telling the girls that the men will come to you. I always have men coming to me, but a young man got off.
Hold on. Wait, rewind. Ariane, tell them again what you said.
He came off his work truck. He was doing his rounds, woo, and got off his work truck, sweeping the street. I was walking the dog because I walk every day now because
yes, you're on it. Yes,
I be on my little walk-in, but I was walking the dog, one of the two dogs. I was walking the dog in the morning, and he was coming by in his street sweeper, and the dog had got scared. So I had looked at the guy because the dog was scared, and I had laughed, and he had laughed, and he came back around. I was like, why he coming back around? The street is clean now. So then we keep walking. He meet me at the end of the street, and he's like, I just wanted to say you were so beautiful. I was like, oh, thank you. He was like, do you have a boyfriend? I lied. I was like, no, because I wanted to see what he was going to say. I wanted to see what his game was, and you at work. You be doing this often?
She lied because she just want to see what he was going to say. She telling a damn lie. She lied because she ain't want to tell him she had a man because she liked what she saw. All right, she was interested. No, she told him, but if you let a woman tell it, no, she just gave him all this play and told him she ain't had no man just to see what he was gonna say, but not because she liked him. No.
No, because I wanted to see what he was gonna say. I wanted to see what his game was. And you at work. You be doing this often? Where you from? And he was cute. So I was like, let me hear him out because my man might not be my man no more. I might need a man who up early in the morning, get off at 2:00, could take me out at 5.
Oh, I know that's right.
You know me.
Yeah.
So he got off the work truck and he was like, yeah, I wanted to get your number, and I gave him my number. And then I went home because I'm not staying out here for you. And one of his little work partners had came, but he had went down where my neighborhood is and swept the street here. So I had came outside, so like, hey, I live right here if you want to come by after work.
Ariane.
But I was like,
Ariane, what you mean come by, Ariane?
To come and see me.
That's because she hard up and she desperate, and he paid her some mind. All right, because she don't get a lot of opportunities for men because she a big girl. All right, and you know most men not interested in big girls. All right, and usually the kind of men who interested in her, usually the kind of men she don't want nothing to do with. All right, the kind of men she thinks she better than. All right, so the guy got off the truck and she like what she see, and that don't happen much. So she excited. She keep coming back out, and it's not just a regular meet like it would be for a dude. Like I just met her, so and you keep it moving. No, she's still running back, thinking about it, and running back out to show him where she lived, hoping he had just stopped by. All right, and don't think he going. But then she'll turn back around and tell you she giving him a chance. She'll tell you she giving them a chance. No, it's called you like them. It's called you like them and you want them. All right, and it's called you don't get many opportunities. So that desperation telling you to haul ass outside and make sure he don't forget you and let him know where you live and all of this foolishness like you 16.
But I was like,
Ariane, what you mean come by, Ariane?
To come and see me. I live with a lot of people. Actually, he ain't getting none.
I mean, you ain't on a date now.
I just wanted to let him know that I was accessible on his route if he wanted to say hello to your girl. But
yeah, let him say hello over a meal. Okay, y'all could go get a drink. Y'all could go get a meal.
Well, I had some questions about himself, and he lives in Bakersfield, which is like a couple hours away. So he was like, well, maybe like one of these days when I'm over here, we could go like somewhere after I get off of work. I get off around 2:00. I said, okay, well, I'm here.
Okay, so y'all can go out on a date. Okay.
But he never texted me, Ash.
He never,
not once. And I don't know why you got off your work truck twice to speak to me, to not text.
Now, Ariane, what you said to that? Because I know you.
Baby girl's called. He changed his mind. He decided he wasn't interested. You know, women not the only ones with the right to do that. You know, men do that all the time. We change our mind. All right. Liked you at first, and then you know what I'm saying? The next run of his route, he found something better to do. You know what I'm saying? You got to get competitive. You got to get competitive. You went from an extra large to a large. All right, you keep going. You keep going, girl.
Now, Ariane, what you said to that? Because I know you. I know you.
I said nothing to him. He asked me how old I was. I told him I was 22. I asked him how old he was. He said he was 21. He asked me when my birthday was. I told him May 23rd. He told me his birthday was June 4th. I was like, oh, we got signs in common.
Let me tell you something, yo. When a woman her size usually tell you about some man she like, it's usually some man who really not interested in her. All right, it's real, and she ain't gonna buy that. All right, she ain't gonna buy that. He don't answer the phone and stuff because he ain't pay her no mind like that. All right, and she don't get the correlation. And the kind of men that approach her every day, they attracted to her. And so clear when she told me she gave him all this play, came outside, and I'm thinking she was attracted to him. And usually the kind of men she attracted to not really don't usually be attracted to her. So usually that's the situation that ladies like this find themselves in, and she can't figure out why he ain't text her no more. All right, because he decided he wasn't interested in that. And on this next route, the next block he spent, he found somebody who was in shape, and he decided to play with that for a little while. All right, because that's how, and it ain't gonna change because you don't like it. You gotta keep going.
I told him May 23rd. He told me his birthday was June 4th. I was like, oh, we got signs in common, da da da. I had some shorts on, so my little leg tats was leg tatting. I got the butterflies. Yes, I'm 22.
Okay. And what happened after that? So y'all said, okay, you an Aquarius, he's a Gemini, whatever you said, and then that was it?
Yeah, he had just told me his little work schedule. I kept asking him questions about himself because he had asked me questions about me when he stopped the first time, and I didn't ask him nothing about him because I didn't really care. But I came back in the house and I had talked to my family members about it. I said, this man hopped off the work truck to talk to me, and they told me he was outside and to go talk to him. So I did. And then he didn't.
Okay. Well, it sounds
A woman for your ass, fellas. A woman for your butt. And I'm just trying to figure out how is she so pressed about this dude and she got a boyfriend. All right, why are you so pressed about some dude who, and I know, I already know. Trust me.
And then he didn't.
okay. Well, it sounds like, but you said you lied and told him you were single, and you're not
You know
single.
I got my little man that's in La Pinta.
I thought you got rid of La Pinta.
No.
You spoke about La Pinta, and you getting rid of La Pinta from January. It's now July.
We said that I had went on a date with an old man who had stopped me from walking to work. I never said I stopped messing with you. You said you didn't want to ask me because you knew the answer, Ash.
So you still talking to them?
Yeah, he calls me and I pick up.
Okay.
The Bruja lady said that it was going to be good. The ladies who be on live counting cards and telling fortunes. I don't believe them, but like it's nice to be validated sometimes.
Yeah, but you don't need a fortune teller or a card reader to tell you you shouldn't be dealing with someone in the penitentiary.
They
You don't
keep
need
saying that he gonna be
that's come on.
when he get out.
What about when he get out?
That he gonna be a good provider, and that he really want to be with me. I know I need to leave him alone, but he's so fine, Ash. He's so fine.
This is exactly what you said to me a couple.
She gonna turn straight into a victim. Now everybody telling her to leave this dude alone. And let me tell you, he's so fine. He's so fine. He's somebody who wouldn't be paying her no attention, wouldn't give her the time of day, and ain't gonna pay her no mind when he get his ass out here and get his choice back. All right, because when he got a choice, he don't choose you. All right, that's why he in the penitentiary and you waiting on him, and you don't have no other options. You're waiting on this because you don't have nothing else to occupy your time, and that's why you so pressed about that dude who stopped in the truck. And after that day, that 5 minutes that you saw him, he never paid you another bit of attention. And this dude that's in jail, that's locked up, he ain't doing nothing. All right, he ain't in there doing nothing. All right, you look good enough for a dude in jail. Trust me, whatever shape you in, come on. Trust me. I've been in the visiting room. I seen them. All right, they get super duper size. All right, but when that dude get out, he ain't gonna be thinking about you. All right, he gonna have his choice back. Right now, he don't have no other much choices. So he choose you. Of course, he gonna choose whoever he choosing him. And you always want something you can't have. All right, and the stuff you can have, you don't want it.
Wow. But he's so fine, Ash. He's so fine.
This is exactly what you said to me a couple of months ago.
He's so fine.
He's so fine.
Ash. He is
Hurry
so
on.
Okay.
No, that's not enough. Look.
I'll send him a message on GTL tonight and tell him I'm done.
Yeah, okay.
I
You
will.
telling us that.
I will text him tonight.
Listen, she don't get fine dudes talking to her often. So when she do, she go crazy. Listen, she always chasing some dude who wouldn't be interested in her. That's the story of her life. Trust me. All right, baby girl, you gotta keep losing the weight. You gotta keep losing the weight. Ain't nobody gonna just accept you for who you are. And I don't care what women told you. That's not the way men move. And they ain't gonna change because you don't like it. And if they change, that would get you what you want. So what? We don't care. That's not what we want. You get what we want. All right, you get what we want, and you will stop begging. You get what we want, you will stop having to rip and run up and down the street chasing dudes on trucks. All right, you get what we want. You come back when you got what we want, baby girl. All right, listen, lose some of the weight. Not a bad looking lady. Just lose some of that weight. You got to lose that weight. Men ain't going to take you in whatever condition you in. And see, this the product of these ladies telling her about her person. Her person, this wouldn't matter to her. This hellified ass dude who all of his women in shape, gonna stop wanting women in shape and start wanting her. This her person dude. All right, because to this her person dude, he gonna bypass the women he can get and just take her for her reasons. All right, she dreaming. She don't talk to men because men gonna keep telling her she too goddamn big. And that's why she don't want to hear what men gotta say. Ashley, just keep listening. Okay, everybody, and we back swinging with Still Swinging, and I'm your host, Thomas, and we moving it right along, family. We got my girl, Ask Ashley. Ask Ashley got a program on YouTube. Fair use. Fellas, smash that like button. If you ain't subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because y'all know I be bringing it. In this episode of Ask Ashley, this lady is a stomped down effiness. All right. And as far as I got, only seen about 20 seconds of the preview, fellas. And the kind of man and her being in that effiness belief system clash with the kind of men she like. All right. So look, she talking to Ash, and Ash giving her assessment, and I give my breakdown along the way. So let's walk with Ash, fellas.
Consent to be on a live and potentially all platforms?
I don't know if I want to be on the platform because of the question that I want to ask you.
Oh, girl, so I guess you're going to have to pay. You're going to have to come up off that dollar and book that one-on-one, honey.
To not be on the platform.
To not be on any of the platforms, potentially.
Okay. It's cool.
All right, darling.
Okay. So my question for you is...
Wait. Oh, so you're staying. Are you sure? Let me follow up with this. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, so if this potentially goes up, we're not getting, oh, Ash, I changed my mind potentially. If it goes up, we're not going to get that in the DM.
No, you cool.
Okay.
Yeah. So my question to you is, I have extreme feminist ideologies, and that sometimes clashes with like the type of men that I date.
Extreme feminist ideology. So, for example, can you give us some examples?
Like, it's all men until it's no men, that type of stuff. Like,
it's all men until it's no men?
Yes, like, they're terrible.
So it sounds like you're not into men.
I am, though. I am. I'm into men, but I just, like, I've been feeling like they're manipulative, they're violent, all the things. I feel like sometimes, like, the type of men I date that don't go along with it. Like, athletes and, men of higher...
So you're dating athletes, right? Let's say NBA player, NFL player. Yeah. And you feel like, what are you feeling about them?
They're misogynistic.
Then don't date them. How about not dating those guys?
I think all men are misogynistic, though.
Okay, so if that has been your...
Listen, fellas, this old lady don't date no athletes. That's what she would like to date. All right, and she looking for some man she can run. All right, you see this attitude? She gonna gaslight you. You need to accept this. All right, are these braids matted down and looking like a halfway like a boy, and you need to accept this, and you need to accept when she don't like to put herself together, and you might not be attracted to this. You need to be attracted to this because she said you need to be attracted to this. All right. She need to be able to call shots to you. She need to be able to tell you what you should be doing, and you need to be okay with this. All right, she looking for some bossed up dude that she can run. She looking for some hard charger that she can run, that she can call some shots to, and she out of her goddamn mind. All right, they don't pay her no mind. All right, she always make a quick exit. She quick to talk her way off of some man call list. All right, he don't call her. He don't pick up the phone for her. All right, she don't get to hang around men long. All right, because she expecting a whole bunch of stuff from men that a man ain't gonna never believe he need to do to be in her company. He just not. All right, she an older lady. She got dreams of these kind of men, but they don't never come. They don't come and talk to her. And the kind of men who do come and talk to her, not men she interested in most of the time. And the ones that is, she can't run them. She can't run them. The ones who are interested to it are the ones who don't pay her no mind, because they ain't about to let her run them. All right, and she can't understand. That's why they don't pay her no damn mind. She want to be on the level of fine where somebody will fall in love with her and sweep her off her feet and just be under her spell, this control and this spell that they think they got that we know they don't have. And see, because in order for her to get this off on you, it got to be a storybook. You got to see her and she the only woman in the world for the rest of your life, and then she can run you. If it ain't a fairy tale like that, she can't believe in it. That's why it got to be this her person guy.
So if that has been your experience, right? And if you feel like you see a pattern, no matter who the man is, no matter how much money he makes, it's either you have two options. 3, you're not going to date men at all. You're going to decensor them, as the girls say. Or 3, you're just going to go along with it because you have an end goal and they have an end goal.
Right. See, that's how I feel. I'm like, you have an end goal, I have an end goal. So like, yeah. But so the question is, how do I suppress that side? Like, not talk about it with them.
They're not your girlfriends. They're not your friends. You're there, like you said. If you have an end goal, why would I be telling the end goal about how I feel?
Right. Okay. That's how I be feeling.
See, fellas, she need to come off like a victim, like it's these men. These men just bad. They just keep doing stuff, and she make this stuff up in her head that men are these dangerous people, and men just these bad people with bad intentions. And no, they won't let her run them. She can't bring them under her control, and she want to control them. She want to get the best that men got to offer and run them and control them, and they won't just accept her for who she is. All right, in this state right here that she in. All right, and she take it out on any man who will give her the time of day. That she can't get this off on the kind of men she want to be able to get this off on. All right, they won't pay her no mind. All right, she too old. All right, they not gonna accept her for who she is. All right, they not just gonna take what she got instead of what they want. All right, and she demand that you just take what she got, or she gonna gaslight you. She gonna turn into a special victim, and you done something to her.
That's how I be feeling. I was just thinking, is that like wrong, or is that like weird to not, you know?
I don't know. I wouldn't be on a date talking to a man about what do I feel about men. I think that's strange, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
Like, all men of this, all men of that. He looking there while he about to pay the check. Like, well, damn, if that's what you feel, why we out eating?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like.
Yeah, no, I feel that. I get that. Yeah.
So maybe even therapy. Are you in therapy?
I don't think it has anything to do with that. I just think like I look into statistics and stuff too much. Like, oh, this amount of men are violent, and just like I be knowing like they bullshitting. Like they say certain things, and I'm like, this.
What I tell you, fellas? What I tell you, this is not stuff she experienced. She looked into statistics, and she looking for statistics to back up the way her mind already work. Want me to tell you why? Because these men don't want her, and she need to make something wrong with these men since these men don't want her. All right, these men won't just accept her for who she is. All right, these men won't just come and get under her control and let her run them. Let her tell them who they need to be and what they need to be doing with their self, and come and take care of her and let her do whatever she want. And if they don't like something about her, they just need to deal with it. And anything she don't like about him, he need to change. And if he won't change, then she gonna gaslight him and run him in the ground. And ain't no man about to put up with that. The only man that gonna put up with that is a man she wouldn't be interested in, because she gonna have to take care of him. All right, and she one of them women that be working her butt off, and she ain't working her butt off to try to take care of no man. Most of the time, she a single mom. All right, and all of these men keep doing stuff to her. That's what's going to be going on. All right, that's why she got her hair braided up like that. And she came on here, not a bad looking lady. All right, fix herself up. No, you need to accept this. You need to accept this. That's the rebel in her. That rebel. You dig what I'm saying, fellas? Is the only athlete she ever talked to was the captain of the football team in high school. You know what I'm saying? Till she got on his damn nerves.
This amount of men are violent, and just like I be knowing like they bullshit, and like they say certain things, and I'm like, this is manipulative. Like I can tell, and like sometimes I be wanting to be like, shut up, because I know you're lying. Like shut, like I'll be like, let me relive it, and just be cutesy, sip on my little water, and you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I mean, you could just be cutesy and go along with it. You know, you can do that.
Babe, fellas, this the attitude of a baby mama with a few baby daddies who don't pay her no mind. All right, she can't run them. They got as far away from her as they could get, and they don't come around her. They know better. All right, this pure misery. All right, listen, she can't even hide it. All right, she's single, and that's how she usually is. All right, men can't stand to be around her. All right, and she old now, so they ain't gonna tolerate this to get nothing she got.
Go along with it. You know, you can do that.
okay, that's all I
It's
want.
up to you. What should she do, chat? They're saying date women.
No, I don't want to date women. I don't want to date women. Look at how y'all treated me in this chat. I ain't about to date y'all either. No, I don't want to.
They're saying stay single, date women, go to therapy.
I'm not.
That's your options.
I ain't gonna do that either. So y'all, stay single is crazy.
Stay single is crazy because she want a man as bad can get. All right, she want a man bad. All right, she can't just can't get one to go for this. All right, she can't get one she like to go for this. The ones that she could get to go for this, she don't like them. She ain't taking care of no man. All right, she ain't with that. All right, she wants somebody who will take care of her while she do this. While she and he need to be able to accept this. And it's a man who will accept this. And the older she get, the more she gonna dig into this. And it's gonna be so. Listen, she just gonna be held to even be standing in 10 feet of, fellas. All right, because this don't start getting better. All right, this just getting worse. The more she can't get this off on nobody, the more she gonna think she owed this. All right, and the more she gonna lock into this, because the last thing she gonna think about doing is changing. Why? She too old to grow up, fellas. She too old to see that this is childish. All right, she got us believe in this. All right, because this has been our cause, and she a goddamn rebel. All right, and every rebel got their cause, but like all rebels, she can't force nobody to join this cause with her. Namely, a man. A man ain't joining this cause with her. All right, she on a mission from hell.
Have you ever heard of that quote from James Baldwin? Like
Which one?
to be N-word in America and be slightly woke is to constantly be enraged.
Yeah, that is the truth. But I don't want to constantly be enraged, you know? So that is also a choice, right? And I think that's just natural. Like as you get older, you get wiser.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't allow that to make you grow bitter.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to still keep that lightness about you.
Yeah.
Or you're going to be, you know, you're going to turn into a raisin in the sun.
Yeah. Because it's a lot of that, and it's a lot of like political stuff, like unjust and political stuff. Like I'm constantly battling, like, should I be watching this? Should I not be watching this?
Is it helping you? I'm not saying it's not great that you're not informed, right? I think that's great that you are informed and you want to educate yourself and you know, watch certain things and things of that nature. But too much of anything, I think, is not good for you.
Yeah.
Because then you kind of start to live in like a prison that you've created in your mind.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's all of them, Ashley. When they get that age single, they all live in that prison that they created in their mind. It's called delusion. They got to. They can't face the reality of their lives and what they done with it. So it gotta be somebody else's fault. Okay, there's no way they can take the blame for this. There's no way she gonna stand up and say she done nothing. All right, she locked into this victimology that these men crazy and they keep doing stuff to her and manipulating her. This ain't none of her idea, and ain't none of this what she want. She can't get what she want. What she want is to control a man. All right. What she want is to be able to lead a man. She ain't gonna get under no man leadership. All right. She gonna walk up to you and demand everything you got, and in return, she gonna give you whatever the hell she feel like giving you. She gonna give you a straight up rebel that belong in the bush who think you need to accept this. You need to accept who she is, because that's what women been telling her whole life. All right, that a man should bring everything and she shouldn't have to bring nothing. It shouldn't matter. All right, because if he a real man, he'll accept her however she is. All right, they lied to you. They lied to you. We ain't accepting this. We don't want this. You take this somewhere else.
That you've created in your mind.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because that's what it is. I watch a lot of I read a lot of books and political stuff about the way the world's going.
Absolutely. But the thing is, we're all going to leave this planet one day. That's guaranteed for us all.
Right.
So how do you want to live your life? How don't you want to live it? Don't you want to create joy? Don't you want peace?
Okay, everybody, and we back swinging with Still Swinging, and I'm your host, Thomas, and we moving it right along, family. We got my girl Ask Ashley. Ask Ashley got a program on YouTube. Fair use. Look, fellas, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Smash that like button, because y'all know I be bringing it. In this episode of Ask Ashley, this young lady coming to ask Ashley for advice on her rich and paid boyfriend who just dropped all kinds of money on her but won't get serious about her. So look, Ashley got some advice for her, and I give her my assessment along the way. All right, fellas, take this journey with Ashley with your brother.
Okay, here.
Yes.
Okay, there
All
we
right,
go.
perfect.
Okay,
Hi, Nawani.
yeah, whiny or whiny. We say it's easier to pronounce that way. Sorry, I got a little cold, so my voice is a little messed up.
All right, welcome in. Do you consent to be on the live and potentially off?
Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Okay, all righty. So what brings you up tonight?
So I had a quick question, right? Because I've watched your stories and I've been watching your stuff, and you give good advice, and the advice is valid. It works. So if you I have someone that I already know that I've met before, and they are quite generous, but they're not as serious when it comes to commitment. But they can spend, but it's just not commitment.
Okay, so you want to be committed to this. How did you meet them?
Funny enough, we actually met at a coffee shop in Cali, and he happened to be extremely well to do. I didn't know until I did my research a little bit.
Okay. And now he's giving you money without any expectation.
Literally.
Okay.
I know it's what's wrong with that, but it's I feel like I could kind of benefit more if he was more serious, if that makes sense.
But what do you mean benefit more in what way? So he's giving you money all the time. He's buying you nice things.
It's it's not all the time. It's whenever I ask for if it's an emergency, then yeah, it could be a good 10, 14.
10, 14,000.
Yeah.
Okay. And how often are these emergencies? Are you coming up with them every week, every day?
Listen, baby girl, if you was a man, men would have stopped listening to this story right there. Okay, you don't have nothing that costs $10,000 or $14,000. Nothing. You couldn't even get your hair done. That's why you on here in the bonnet. You as raggedy could get, and a woman that could get $10,000 or $14,000 from a man by just asking don't look like you. They don't look nothing like you. Trust me, you ain't never gonna be a candidate to live that life, probably. All right, and it ain't gonna happen for you because you got up here and said it. You're as homie could get. All right, we don't believe none of this. All right, listen, you ladies gotta stop this. You ladies come up here and you see how this lady had just listened to her so she believes she could just tell a story like this when we can clearly see that it's not her life. All right, this lady is not doing good. All right, this lady at the minimum struggling, at worst doing bad. All right, but at minimum she's struggling. All right, she don't have nobody she could call and get that kind of money from with just a phone call. All right, and then top it off, this person don't want nothing from her. These the stories she hear women tell on your program, and you don't challenge them. So they think they just get up here and tell these stories, and they keep these women dreaming. So when they meet a man, and then a man not providing this kind of stuff to them, they feel like they settling for him because you got it and you look like that, and she feel like she look better than you. She should be able to get this when ain't none of y'all getting it. All right, all y'all lying. And just get up here and start capping. We looking at you, baby girl. That ain't your life, and it's probably never gonna be. All right, the best chances that I can bet on that's never gonna be your life, and it ain't gonna turn into your life because you got up here and said it. All right, men don't give you that kind of money. Men don't offer you that kind of money. Men don't offer you no money. You can't even get a man to take you to dinner, let alone get a man to give you that kind of money. Thousands of dollars. Baby girl, you need to stop. And the crazy part of it is all y'all ladies know these men who move this way. All right, but we as men never know men who move this way, who just give you $10,000-$14,000 and never holler at you, don't want nothing from you. Well, no, we as men never know these kind of men, but you fantasy ladies always seem to know these kind of men.
So you coming up with them every week, every day?
Probably like every 2 months I space it out.
Okay, every 2 months. And then that's it. So every 2 months you'll hit them with an emergency. Between that emergency and the next one, do you guys communicate at all? Like,
Yeah, we talk. It's like regular, like extremely like cordial, very, very formal, like, yeah. And then sometimes it'll be like a little freaky text here and there, but then that's pretty much just it.
and he a freaky text, but he never says, "Hey, come over to my house. I want to."
He stays in a different state than I do, so we barely even see. But it's just,
I know what you're saying, Ashley. I know what you're saying, fellas. Why can't Ashley just call her on her BS? All right, these the women that's watching. These the women that's watching. Ashley know her position. Ashley is a pretty girl. If Ashley tell her that's not true, they go crazy and start telling her, why not? Why not? And she know better than to talk about the way she look. All right, but I'm telling you, you ain't nobody that a man going to ever think he need to do none of this to get to know. All right, you ain't nobody that a man ever going to believe he need to go through any of this to get to know or to be in your company. All right, that's not the way men know to move. All right, y'all ladies come up here and y'all always got these stories of all these men who move contrary to the way men know to move. Men don't move this way, but you ladies always know these men who move this way. And we know y'all telling a damn lie. Y'all talking to these women who just like you, all right, trying to get them a ray of hope, but you keep them dreaming and you keep them lonely.
barely even see, but it's just, yeah.
Okay, so I don't know. He may be in something. He may be married. He may be in a relationship if he lives in another state, and he can freely give you 10,000. Let's say every month, as you said. There got to be someone he's with in that other state. Maybe someone he's more committed to.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. Because then, but then I also did like my research to like Google to see if there was anybody like, since like, you know, he is kind of like very known, but there is nobody else popping up. So
Okay, but how about this? With the money that you have now, why not continue leveling up and find you another one? Go back to the same coffee shop.
yeah.
Instead of focusing on him, get 5 more of him.
Yeah.
He's very well known. He give you $10,000-$15,000 a month, and you stay in that little busted up apartment, and you ain't doing nothing with yourself. You in that bonnet, you look as homey as you could possibly get, and he just give you that kind of money, and let me guess, you just hit it all. You just went and hit it all. You ain't need none of it. You hungry as you can get, girl. You hungry as you can get. Stop playing.
that could be easy.
Yeah, that
And
would
then
be
plus, I mean, I
that would
already
be
have like the
quicker
gift
and
of gab,
easier.
and I
Yeah.
have the gift of gab too, so it's pretty easy. So I was just like, okay, well, I mean, since this one ain't really working, I can pretty much, yeah, okay, all right,
That's how I see it. Go back to the coffee shop. Put yourself together and snag another one.
yeah, because it's always like the natural looks whenever I go out. So like, yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
do the exact look. Whatever look helped pull him in, do
Get
that
the-
exact look.
Ashley crazy. Ashley said, forget about him. Go get you 4 or 5 more. She said, oh, okay. She talked like she could do this. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? This girl power something tremendous, ain't it? Baby girl, you got to come back to reality. See, when you got this dream guy, because trust me, you ain't nobody dream woman. All right, listen. Little boys, when they hang posters of women on their wall, I can almost bet you she don't look like you. You ain't nobody dream girl. And you think you entitled to this dream dude. And you get on here and you tell these stories because women told these stories to you. And then you come out here in the world and you compare these men to the kind of men who approach you. And you can't get these men. You just lied. You made that up. So when that kind of major figure that you got in your head of the kind of man that you're supposed to be with, this man that you can't get, you compare him to the average dude that's walking up to you who would normally find you attractive. And when he don't measure up to that guy you got in your head, you think you settling for him and you're not. You can't get that guy. That guy ain't paying you no mind. I wouldn't pay this no mind. Most men wouldn't pay this no mind. All right, you ain't even going to be on the menu for regular dudes, especially a dude rolling like that. You ain't even going to be on the menu for most regular hard-working dudes that's putting it in. Listen, but it's going to be some men attracted to you. You ain't gonna be able to get the same kind of men all the rest any other woman can get. You ladies like to think it's the same, and it's not. It's different for us. It's different for y'all too.
like just to make sure, because I don't like being delulu, but I like asking questions.
No, but how can you be Delulu if he's sending you money, you got the guy, and it's working? I don't think that's delusional.
Yeah, it's true. I guess it's just because it's like, but here's the crazy part, right? Because this is where everybody says like it's crazy.
Mm-hmm. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. You're muted. You're on mute.
So I didn't hear. I'm sorry. I was talking for the last part. But like, yeah. So like, we've known for like 2 years, and I've just been getting money, but I just haven't really seen him like that.
Oh, this was 2 years. I'm thinking you just met this guy. Like,
no, this has been 2 years of consistency.
So she's been getting $10,000-$15,000 a month from this guy for 2 years, and she stay in that little busted up apartment, and she don't never see him. He don't even come by. She ain't never gave him nothing. She ain't never done nothing with him, and he's serious about it. And she trying to figure out how to get him to really take her serious. But he just take care of her, and he give her all this money for all accounts. She ain't doing. Listen, she a busted up hood rat. She just made this up. She just made this up. You know what I'm saying? Listen, because in the world of women, all you got to do is say it. All right, go get him. Go get him. Bring him back with you. All right, you can't do it. Call him. Call him and tell him to FaceTime and show us his mansion and his yacht. All right, you can't do it because you don't know him. All right, we know you don't know him, and you get your ass out of here. You get your ass away from us. Okay, everybody, and we back swinging with Still Swinging. And I'm your host, Thomas, and we moving it right along. Family, got my girl Ask Ashley. Ask Ashley got a program on YouTube. Check it out. Fair use, fellas. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Smash that like button, because y'all know I be bringing it. In this episode of Ask Ashley, this young lady, you know how this go, fellas, as far as I got it, she got 2 gentlemen pursuing her. All right, both of them doing well. A distinguished black gentleman and a distinguished white gentleman. And she's tossed up with which one she should choose from what I gather. Let's take a walk with Ashley and let us give a walkthrough. And I give my assessment along the way, fellas.
how are you?
I'm good. Do you remember me?
Of course. How can I forget? Okay. Turn up queen. 3 days
Yes.
back to back to back.
I was just about to get my workout done, so
Okay. All right.
no,
Oh.
I got the waist trainer on.
Okay. Let
Period.
me ask you this first. Do you consent to be on the live and potentially all
Yes,
platforms?
yes, girl.
Okay. So what brings you up tonight?
Just a little update on the 2 dates. Remember?
Oh. Okay. Yes.
Right. So the first one, which was, let me just say, one is Caucasian, one is, black.
Mhm.
Right. The first one, which was the black guy, he was pretty good. We're still like in connection, we went on our second date. That was good. But my thing is, I'm not getting the vibe that I was looking for because I'm looking for like something serious, you know? And I was thinking if maybe I kind of like approached it a little bit, you know, carefree. That makes
Real quick, fellas, you're going to run into a lot of this when you talk to these older ladies. All right, they in a rush and they need to push you around. They need to force you to be in a rush too. They need to force you whatever they feel like they going through on you, and you need to hurry up and make up your mind and choose them, and don't waste their time and play games with them and try to sit around and try to figure out who you dealing with. All right, but in the course of her trying to do this, she trying to push her man around, and she don't get men don't take kindly to being pushed around, and they don't care that you being nice about it. It's still all the same. You trying to force them to do something before they made a decision of whether they want to do it or not, and you think it's some way to make them that you're gonna make them or force them, and you're gonna wear out your welcome face.
carefree. That makes sense.
So you set the tone, it sounds like, and he followed suit.
Pretty much. Pretty
And
much.
now
I
you're
think
like,
so.
oh, he might be a good guy. Let me try to reel it back and
Mm,
change. Uh-oh.
right. But I'm still kind of like seeing how it goes. I'm not like putting everything in it just yet. I'm just kind of like seeing how it goes and, not come off too pushy or demanding in, like, you should call me the first thing in the morning or text me the first thing, that type of thing.
But we're doing that for a second date. We want to be called and text every day.
That's what I mean, fellas. She think she need to show up, and he only been on a date or two with her, and she think he need to be calling and texting her. She need to be the center of his world. He need to make her the center of his world, because this need to be some kind of storybook for her. All right, because that's the only way she gonna be able to run this boss stuff on him and run him and be able to tell him who he need to be and boss him up and tell him what he should be doing and where they need to be going and how long they should be staying. She think she should be able to run him. All right, and that's what all of this. He need to hurry up and make up his mind and let her run him and be the center of his world. Because if she could get to be the center of your world, she can run you. All right, and when he ain't about to do that, he don't even know you like that. She got a problem. He need to hurry up. All right, all the stuff she ain't been getting from men, she need him to do it and bring it to her right now. She running out of time. All right, look, and she think she gonna force this on a man. She gonna just force herself out of his life real quick.
And text every day.
Well, not every day, but like check in if it's that you're interested,
Okay. Okay.
Right.
Did he plan a third date already or no?
No, we haven't spoke about that yet.
Okay. So maybe
Yeah.
Just- yeah.
But we're still like keeping it in the bag,
Okay.
we're still kind of doing that. The white guy now, he wasn't like more of an older gentleman. So he's pretty old school. So I'm not really like expecting a lot from him, but the date was good. He was such a gentleman. The conversation was good. I'm just kind of like, weighing my odds pretty much.
What do you
Yeah.
mean you're not expecting a lot from him? What does that mean?
Um, I don't know. Maybe because he was like a much, much older guy. I'm not really like interested into like settling down with an older gentleman. Like,
How old is he?
like in his 50s.
And how old are you?
I'm 27.
Fellas, how many of you guys think she just made that up? She went all in her head. She was off the cuff with that. She can't tell you he in his 50s and I'm 20. No. I believe she made this up. All right, she definitely this part. All right, because you don't know how old he is. You can't tell us much about nothing going on with it. I don't know. I think she made this part up. What you think, fellas? But let's just keep listening.
How old are you?
I'm 27.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Right. So it was just like a casual date. It's kind of like get to know you type of guy. But I'm not really like interested in settling down too much with an older guy. Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And is he
So
looking to get married and provide and settle down and
the
he's
older
ready?
one or the
The
other
older
one?
one.
He was married before. He had like a really bad divorce. So I don't say he said it was yes, it's something that he's open to, but I don't know. Somebody coming with that type of, baggage, it was like a messy divorce. I don't think, he's really in.
She making this up. She off the cuff with it, fellas. All right, she need a reason for why she ain't that interested in him, and it need to be his age. But she went out with him. She went out with him knowing she ain't interested in somebody his age. All right, and ain't nobody ever gonna say nothing to her about it. All right, but if a man did that, went out with some chick in his self-interest and was up here talking about it, people would have something to say.
He's going to be like committed to that.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is you're telling me, Ashley, I want a serious relationship.
hmm
However, the stories that you told me, the first guy you went on a date with, you led with fun girl energy. And now
Yeah.
the second date, you're trying to rewire it, right? So that makes me think you don't want something serious. Then the second date, you're going out with a much older guy that you know what? He's not someone I would want to be with. So that tells me you're telling me one thing, but your actions are showing something else. So it gives you're not serious. You're not ready.
Yeah. I am. Honestly, I am. I really am. So I just think for me, I just needed to like with first impression, I need to be more like, laying stuff out, my boundaries are like what I expected and stuff like that. Right?
Yeah, it's not so much laying it out, but you need to.
Listen, Ashley can't help you, and you don't know these men, and you ain't gonna lay down law to no men, and they ain't gonna never think they need to accept that from you because you running out of time and you older, and what you done with your life is not their problem, Miss Lady. So whatever you going through, you can't force that on nobody else. They not gonna let you do it. You just gonna find your way, keep making quick exit out of men life. The men who come in far and few in between as you get older, as I'm sure you see. All right, that's why you on here making men up, because men ain't just coming around like that. That's what y'all need to get on here and tell these young girls about that day it's going to come when men ain't coming around like that, sniffing up under, trying to see what's going on with you no more. They ain't going to care to pay you no mind. Then you're going to be whining for some of that attention that you keep whining about because you won't sit your butt still nowhere. All right, look, that's the consequence of it right here. You're going to be trying to force some man to sit his butt still at a time when he ain't going to be trying to hear that. When he was looking for you to sit your butt still, you was trying to do everything but.
Laying it out, but you need to know what you want. I still feel like you don't know what you want. Like, but then you're like, you get on a date and you're like, you know what, forget that. That's what's happening. You're like getting there and then it's all going out the window.
Right. I guess it's the energy sometimes because you don't want to. For me, I just don't want to seem like too pushy or be like too demanding. But at the same time, I gotta be like, laying it out and just letting
But
them know.
what is it that you want to demand? What do you feel like you should demand, but you haven't?
Um,
How about this? You ain't gonna lay out shit. He gonna tell you what it is, and you're gonna figure out if you could do it or not. And if you can't do it, you say that. And if it's something you could do, then you make sure you do it. All right, you can't agree to do it, then later decide you don't feel like it no more. No. No. He ain't gonna be the only one that get held to the things he agreed to. He gonna be expecting you to do the same thing, sister. Trust me.
Being committed, like just being, because marriage is something that I want. I do desire marriage and a family, but I just think that I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. It's a little bit with the guys that I tend to attract. It's just kind of it's kind of weird sometimes. I just don't want to seem like I'm pushing something that they don't want, you know?
Yeah. I think you
Yeah.
just need to be a little bit more serious and not let your guard down so easily on dates. Like that fun vibe, that turn up vibe, like
Hmm.
you can't present that on the first date if you want something serious.
Got you.
Okay, everybody, and we back swinging with Still Swinging, and I'm your host, Thomas, and we moving it right along, family. We got my girl Ashley. Ask Ashley got a program on YouTube. Fair use. All right, fellas, if you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Smash that like button, because y'all know I be bringing it. In this episode of Ask Ashley, this young lady, she having an issue with her boyfriend who is older than her. All right, from what I gather. All right, the problem is she got a projection problem. I think she 29 and he 39. All right, and I don't think she think he really feeling her like that no more. But look, let's let Ashley give a walkthrough, because fellas, I ain't listened to much of it. That's what I got from it, and I give my assessment along the way.
Hey girl.
Hey girl, hey, how you doing?
I'm well. How about yourself?
I'm good. Do you consent to be on the live and potentially all platforms?
Yes, I do.
Alrighty, what brings you up tonight?
Okay, so I'm talking to this 39 years old dude, right? I'm 29. He's 39.
Okay.
And so we was riding together a few days ago because I had to go and pick him up. And then all of a sudden he had put on a video with Marcus Houston when Marcus Houston was talking to this 18 years old. I don't know if you guys remember that story a few years ago with Marcus.
But that's his wife, I think. His current wife is younger.
Yes. So he gonna put on that video in the car about how it's nothing wrong with older men talking to younger women because we're more fun, we're more beautiful. And I just felt some type of way.
You're going in.
Fellas, let me tell you the type of way she felt. The younger women ain't her. She talking like she one of these younger women. She already understand that woman is a lot younger than her. All right, and what that means. So she trying to call him old right now, saying he 49. He older than me. All right, so I'm young. No, you're not young to him at 49. You're not young to no man at 49, at 29. All right, that's why y'all ladies be 29 for 3-4 years, because y'all know what that 30 mean to men. All right, and she getting insecure. All right, it made her insecure because that lady is younger than her. So she need to get on here and call him old. All right, she need to get on here and call him old and deem that kind of relationship to hell, so she still have a chance. All right, she felt some kind of way, like he telling her she getting old, so she need to get on here and scream to the high heavens, the one that's old is him. No, baby girl, at 39 years old, you in a lot of competition from him with a lot of women in their 20s. At 39 years old, wasn't none of my women in their 20s. In their 30s. All right, I wouldn't have dreamed of it. That middle age is something else to these ladies, fellas. And I get it. It's supposed to be. All right, they start realizing what they done to their life. And then for the first time, they start listening to men and hearing what men saying. So they try to scream it out like you older than me, like it's the same, but it's not. And no matter how much they scream, men won't take it as the same because it's not.
Where you're standing? Yeah.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Okay, we
Can
can
you hear me
hear
now?
you. Yeah.
So yeah, my question is like what is your advice to that? Because he's gonna put on that video about the Marcus Houston and the 18 years old girl, and I'm just like,
But he's
why
dating
is you
you.
playing? Like, why is you like even listening?
So is he implying that he
Yeah,
wants to
he's
date
dating.
someone? He wants to date someone 18 years old? That's what he's implying, you think?
No, the video was just saying about how.
No, she insecure about her age. All right. And he let her know, listen, older men get with younger women all the time. That's how it's supposed to go. All right, me as a father, I wouldn't set my 22-year-old daughter up with a 25-year-old man. I know that's a recipe for disaster, but that's what women do. Knowing that's a recipe for disaster, set her up with some cute 25-year-old dude who ain't gonna do nothing but get her pregnant 3 or 4 times, realize he can't handle it and take off. And then by the time she realized love and him being cute ain't gonna turn him into nothing special, she's screaming and he can't take no more of it. And now she looking for somebody else to take care of these 3 kids, when a man would have had the foresight to see that before it happened. All right, a man would have picked a man for his daughter that could take care of her. All right, because once he leaves with these 3 children, now the father look like me gonna have to help take care of these kids, and I ain't her goddamn man. All right, see, mama don't care nothing about that. Mama don't care nothing about what she need, only what she want. All right, and her feelings. Daddy gonna give the man to her survival. All right, and the grandbaby survival. All right, mama ain't gonna think about tomorrow. She right now. She need it right now. All right, and you gotta understand, men move with logic. She moving on her feelings, and because she don't feel like 29 years old is old, she think men should have that same feeling, and men ain't gonna never have that same feeling. Men ain't never had that same feeling, and it ain't gonna start so you can get what you want.
Younger women in their 20s, and so I felt some type of way because I'm 29. And I'm like, he's 39. So I'm like, are you just talking to me because I'm 29 or I'm 20 something? Because he met me when I was like 28. So I just felt some type of way. Like, do you think that's a red flag? Because, like, yeah.
No, I don't know that. I think 20.
I told you fellas, she got insecure because she already insecure about it. She know what it means.
29, almost 30, being with 39, that's not too bad. I don't think that's too bad. No. Okay. But still, let's ask the chat. Chat, hold on. Let's ask the chat. Chat, what do we think? Is this a red flag? Is this a problem? What do we think, chat? Someone says this and they're confused, Alyssa.
Okay, so what I'm saying is that he was watching a video on YouTube about the Marcus Houston. The Marcus Houston was dating an 18 years old girl a couple years ago. And then on the video, the guy in the video was like, okay, older men should date younger women because younger women they're more fun, they're more beautiful, and older guys should always go for a younger woman. And I'm just like, why are you listening to this in my presence? Like,
made her insecure. Baby girl, let me tell you something. It been that way since time immemorial. Let me tell you who tried to change it. Older women. Older women try to change it so they can compete for these men when they mess their life up. All right, because back when they should have been getting their husbands and moving on down the path of life, they was getting baby daddy's trauma and gaining weight. All right, and divorcing their husbands. So now they come back out here. All right, and they think the market gonna be nice to you when you are leftover women, and that's what the market consider you, baby girl. I'm telling you. You make it to 30 and you single, it's going to change for you. It's going to change for you. I don't care if you're 29, 28, that's the same thing to us. All right, you better get it real. All right, you better know that men ain't going to change. And women used to know this and deal with men the way they were. It's you ladies that came along as a recent who think not liking it should change it. And you keep screaming it should be enough to change it. All right, it's going to change it about as much as it changed men and the wanting 304s the minute y'all keep screaming 304 phase. We're gonna let y'all have it. You see, keep y'all in the street. You tell a man you had a 304 phase, he never even heard the phase. He don't want no 304. A 304 is a woman that been getting used. He don't want no woman that been getting used. So you get ready, still keep having one. You're going to stop at the next dude because he don't want no 304. He don't care nothing about you calling it a phase. All right, but you ladies, you think you talk this stuff to each other and you think we go along with it. We go along with it because, listen, we know we can't tell y'all nothing. Y'all some rebels and we don't mind just coming to get y'all out the street. It ain't going to change. And baby girl, it ain't going to change because you don't like it. You're not liking it, not going to change it. At 29 years old, men going to consider you old.
Made me kind of feel uncomfortable, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, so it
And then
sounds like he only wants to date younger women. That's what that sounds like. He only wants a younger woman. So I guess, yeah. But and I
Girl,
guess that's why he is with you. You are 29, so that's 10 years younger.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like, I just don't want to feel like he's like trying to take away my youth, trying to take away, like, you know, yeah. But yeah, that was just my opinion or whatever. I just want to ask you for your advice.
I mean, do you feel like
Take away what youth? Girl, you're 29 years old. You've gone. You've over for you. You said he met you at 28. He can't take none of your youth. He can't take something you don't have. All right, your youth gone. All right, men ain't gonna see no youth in you. That's over with. I don't care what you see in yourself, but if you're looking for men to see that, they not, and it ain't got, and you ain't got nothing that can make them. You can scream to the high heavens. Listen, millions and billions of you done tried before you. All right, we ain't listening. We don't care what you call it. You ain't no spring chicken. You ain't even close. Okay, you middle-aged, girl. That's what it's called. It's called you middle-aged. That spring chicken stuff over. Been over. Girl, you better get a clue.
Yeah, because the only thing he do is sleep. He just sleep. So after we be intimate, he go to sleep. Yeah. After yeah.
Everything you would expect in the hood bunny. All right, everything you would expect in the hood bunny. And you think you should come and believe in her. Some guy, right? Her boyfriend, her man. He said something she ain't like. She on here talking crazy and reckless about him. All right, talking about he like this. And he go right to sleep after they had sex. And she talking crazy about him because he played a Marcus Houston tape in front of her. And she got insecure. She felt some kind of way about that. All right. And she 29. And she probably one of them chicks who've been 29 for 3 years. You know how they do that. All right. They be 29 for 3-4 years because they know what that 30 mean. All right. She a middle-aged lady. All right, and she insecure about him playing that Marcus Houston tape because that lady that Marcus Houston married is a lot younger than 29, and she feel the heat of that 30. All right, and she probably is 30, and she a straight up hood bunny. He said something she don't like. She up here doing what hood bunnies do. She'll throw it all away. That's how quick she'll throw it all away and won't give a damn about it. All right, that's why you can't invest nothing in this. This what she'll come here and do to you. This how the kind of respect she thinks she owed you. All right, not to take whatever on her mind to you, but to come here and display it and talk crazy about you and called you her man and think you should be okay with this and you shouldn't have a problem with this and you should be able to deal with this. And no, and the next thing she gonna be a victim. Trust me, she gonna be a victim. He ain't gonna put up with this and she gonna turn into a victim.
I'm gonna have to cut him off. I'm giving him tomato, so his time is ticking. But I just want to ask you for your advice, Ashley.
all right, Alyssa, have a good night, darling.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, everybody, and we back swinging with Still Swinging, and I'm your host, Thomas, and we moving it right along, family. We got my girl Ashley. Ask Ashley got a program on YouTube. Check it out. Fair use, fellas. Smash that like button. If you ain't subscribed, make sure you become a subscriber, because y'all know I be bringing it. In this episode of Ask Ashley, this young lady, she says she don't really want men. All right, and the men, she always giving them chances. And from what I hear, they ain't never measure up to who she need them to be. And she tired of being their mommies. That's as far as I got in the breakdown of what was going on. You know, I only heard about 30 seconds of it, fellas. So let's take a walk with Ashley as she give her advice, and I give my assessment along the way, fellas.
Hi, girl. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Let me ask you this. Do you consent to be on a live and potentially all platforms?
I do. I just have some questions because, how do I say? I find myself mothering a lot of men. I don't want any. I don't want to be in a relationship. And I want to find a nice way to be stern without being rude with my boundaries and what I just don't like, even just from like being in my presence. Just 2 seconds ago, this young boy I've been having assist me with some work that I'm doing made a comment about me not texting them back, and they said, oh, how have you been? I said, busy, LOL, how about you? They said, I see, with a skull. And I was like,
You see who she is already, right, fellas? Already we see who she is. This lady don't have no problem with being rude. All right, she ain't got no problem with being rude. She just got a problem with you being rude back to her. You see, she responded to him rudely, and then when he responded to her, she gaslighted him. Why would you ever, knowing she broke on him? And then this the kind of person she is. She want to go around thinking she gonna push you around, and then when you show her you ain't about to go for that, she gonna gaslight you and something gonna be wrong with you. Okay, because this guy she got doing stuff for her. All right, what he doing for her probably ain't gonna be what's coming out of her mouth. All right, you can't believe nothing a woman like this say. All right, she always the victim. Gaslight Central. Okay, she always thinks she gonna talk condescendingly to you, and when you call her on it, she thinks she gonna gaslight you and act like she don't know what you talking about, and you speaking to her this way for no reason.
because it's like, I don't have any obligations to anyone, and my communication is not personal, especially when it's only been 24 hours. I'm gonna get back to you. They took my hair, I see.
But you also said that you guys work together. So why is he even texting you that way?
Yeah, so that's why I said I find myself mothering, because sometimes I feel like men, boys, dudes just like to talk with me to, I don't know. And so every time I'm
Well, this her story, but let me tell you, he's spanking her, and he won't get serious about it. She called here telling this story about how she bossing up on him, and he just getting on her nerves when she just wouldn't pay him no mind. All right, he's spanking her. She can't put him under her control because he won't pay her no mind, for real, for real. And that's the story she got for you. See, she a cold rebel. She rude. She condescending. She ain't got time for nobody she don't want to have time for. And the only reason she talking to him is because she like him, and she jumping on here bossing up like she don't. All right, he's spanking her, and this her story.
conversing or whatever with them, I always just pivot the energy to a how are you? Oh, okay, sounds good. Yes, I'm doing this. And yourself. But it's like sliding that in there, like where did you get that?
But wait, so where did he get the impression when you guys were speaking that he can text you and say, hey, what's going on? I haven't heard from you.
I don't know. That's why I'm like, where did you get that? And so what I'm getting at is, how do I respond with?
That's because she telling the goddamn lie. The little dude going Donkey Kong and them draws. All right, and she ain't gonna tell you that part. All right, and she like him. That's the problem. He don't pay her much mind. She can't get him to go for this. She can't get him to go for this. She's some kind of boss special chick with purple and black hair and wants you to sit up here and paint herself up like she ain't got time, and he getting on her nerves when it's anything but. All right, she can't get a hold of him and get him under her control and get him to do what she say. All right, number one, he ain't even capable. All right, she cute. All right, he cute and he paid her some mind and he spanked her and she ain't getting nothing out of it. And now she mad. She on here bossing up.
With what I'm getting at with saying basically like, don't ask me where I've been. Like, I don't like that.
Don't be so friendly.
Okay.
Just be kind, but don't be too friendly.
So like, what would be considered friendly?
The reason why she don't know what you would consider friendly is because she don't know how to be nothing but rude, condescending, and a bi. All right, that's what she think is sexy. That's what she think attractive, and that's what she thinks some man need to think he should come and have to put up with. One of those chicks who think you need to be able to deal with her. You need to be able to handle her, because Lord knows she can't handle herself. All right, she thinks she say whatever she want to you out of that mouth, and you need to go for it. You need to be able to handle this, and you need to take care of her while she doing this. All right, she a cold rebel, and she gonna be in the street, and she ain't gonna figure out why she can't get nobody to go for this. All right, because you see, you already can't tell her nothing. No matter what you tell her, she gonna come back till she right.
Super warm. Yeah, that.
And so that's why I was asking, how do I do that without not being that? Because naturally I am super warm and I'll be kind and stuff like that. Because I see people like, for just who they are. So I give them just, I guess, a safe space, but I don't like that.
Yeah, but people have to earn that. If they don't earn that, then that means you don't have boundaries. And that means you do that with everyone, and then they feel like they can stay and do whatever they want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. It's time to swing with Still Swinging. And I'm your host, Thomas. And we moving it right along, family. We got my girl, Ask Ashley. Ask Ashley got a program on YouTube. Fair use. Fellas, smash that like button. If you ain't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because y'all know I be bringing it. In this episode of Ask Ashley, this young lady is 37 years old, and she feeling some kind of way about everybody keep talking about why she don't have no children. And she's saying she don't want no children and it shouldn't be a problem. So look, let's give a walkthrough of Ashley's advice, and I give my assessment along the way, fellas.
Beautiful. Welcome in.
Hi, everyone. I'm 37.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Do you consent to be on a live and potentially all platforms?
Yes.
Okay.
My question is how to deal with women's reaction when I tell them I don't want to have children. A lot of times when people ask, do you have kids? I say no, and they're like, oh, you need to hurry up. Time's ticking. And I'm not interested. I enjoy my lifestyle. I enjoy the way I live. And being a mother is not for everyone, but I get a lot of negative feedback from it. So what can I say without being rude? Because I get called, oh, you're selfish. And I'm like, it's not a selfish thing. It's a choice.
Let me explain something to you, fellas. It's not a choice. And that's why she here about it. She feels some kind of way. It just didn't happen for her. All right. It just didn't happen for her for whatever reason. And now she older. All right, now she older and she don't even have no prospects or nobody that she would want to give a baby to. All right, and most men that's looking for a baby, fellas, they not looking for a 37-year-old chick to have it for. All right, and especially the kind of men she looking for. She gonna be looking for some dude flying high. All right, and she a city girl. All right, she been living her life solo, and she looking for a man that can fit into her schedule. She ain't looking to fit into a man's schedule. And that's why most men just, once they see it ain't nothing to see here, they keep it moving. Because most women who talk like this got these ideals that some man just need to come along and go for this. All right, and yeah, most women question her because they know she lying. They know she do want to have a woman, because as much as her attitude try to strike you, her biology, and every woman know a woman's biology, that every woman want a family. All right, she not the one that don't. She just can't get one. And before she admit that, she'd just say she don't want one, like they all do.
It's not a selfish thing. It's a choice.
I would assume this is on social media if you're getting a lot of comments.
This is at work, talking to women because, the girls are pregnant and they're, oh, when are you having a baby? And I think a lot of them don't realize that I'm not in my 20s. I'm like, been there, done that. And kids just aren't for everyone.
Simple as that. Kids are not for everyone. Someone said lie and say you have kids.
You know what? I have nieces and I'm perfectly content with that. My best friend, she has 2 girls. They're teenagers and I love them. I adore them. I enjoy being the rich auntie. That's where I'm at in life.
You could say that. I enjoy being the rich auntie.
I get to spoil the girls and I enjoy that. And, I get to travel whenever I want. I have my purses, my shoes. It's a lifestyle. And
let me explain something to you guys. You're usually doing this stuff alone because you see that attitude, that selfish attitude. And listen, it's dripping off of her. And everybody tell her she's selfish, but you can't tell her that. All right. And let me tell you what it's rooted in. It's rooted in the fact that she can't get what she wants. She can't get what she wants. She wants this dream man to come along and see her for who she see herself as. This boss chick that's rolling, who is his equal partner, who's supposed to come along and take care of her, but he can't tell her shit. All right, she should still get to be a rebel, and she don't get rebels in the bush. Rebels stay in the street. We come get what we do when we looking for the rebels. We go hunt. What we do when we want the women in the street, we go hunt. When we finish with them, we send them back to the bush. We send them back in the street. Baby girl, let me explain something. You're not the one that want to be in the street. You don't want to be in the street. You can't get a relationship that's to your standards and to your liking. All right, because you can't get a man on the level to go for this. All right, and men on the level ain't looking for no 37-year-old chick to have his kids. All right, it's just too many problems that can present with that. Problems that he don't, and chances that he don't have to take. All right, and she clear on this. She clear on this that in men's eyes, she getting old. So most of these trips and stuff, she going on by herself. And those shoes and bags, that ain't a man. All right, that ain't a man. And she can't tell women that replace a man because women know she lying. They can be successful in all of their field of endeavors, but can't be successful at the one thing that they should be able to get easily and freely with the way they talk. That's a problem because she's supposed to be able to get a man. She could get everything but a man, and men approach her, just not the kind of men who she would like to be approaching her. And when they do, they don't hang around her long.
And I think maybe it's like low key, like, oh, I wish I could have that lifestyle, because I do hear how they speak about being a parent and they can't be as leisurely with their.
No, ain't nothing low key about it. They know you straight up envy it because every woman want a family. All right, you just keep telling yourself this stuff. These the things you keep making up in your mind that keep you delusional. All right, and keep you from getting some happiness. Because if you knock down this delusion, all right, you probably could get that list in check. That list that you got, that you just keep putting more stuff on, the less men come and holler at you. You get that list longer with the less opportunities that you got. You don't make no sense, but you can't stop digging.
But don't criticize me.
Absolutely. I would say ignore it. If you're happy and content in your life, like you say, you're traveling, you're living a life you want to live, don't allow that to bother you. And again, I like that response. I'm the rich auntie, okay?
I love it.
That's it. Yes, I'm here for the girl.
I do.
Mm-hmm. So I would say ignore it. They're saying they're jealous.
Okay.
Yeah, they're projecting. That's what I'm seeing in the comments. Yeah, but I would say ignore it and enjoy your life.
I will.
Yes.
All right, Ashley. Thank you.
You're welcome, beautiful.
She wished that was the case, that they was jealous, fellas. That ain't the case, and she know it.
Have a good night. Beautiful girl. Beautiful.